You're tuned into Capital Jazz TV. I'm your host, Jodine Dorsey. We are on the first soul cruise ever. And of course, we have to have Avery Sunshine on this ship to make us soulful. How you doing, Avery?
Doing great. I'm sweating. We just finished an amazing, just a little, we did a 2064, which is the name of our upcoming album. We did a listening party. And we never played any of the records, though. We were crying and playing. I'm playing keyboards. People were asking about songs, and today is our me and Dana's 1 year anniversary.
Okay, so wait.
No.
Let's take a step back.
This is huge. A lot of firsts.
Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back.
I know.
So a lot has changed since I've seen Avery last. You married now.
I was mad.
You
Two
married.
times he went to David Yerman and found these two little things. Am I supposed to say?
Oh my God!
Isn't it nice? Aren't they beautiful?
Congratulations!
You did so well.
So if you've ever seen Avery Sunshine perform live in a city near you, you notice that there's always this guitarist that plays with her. Sometimes she does an acoustic, sometimes she does a full band, but he's always there.
Yeah.
This is your man that you have chosen to be your husband.
Listen, he chose me, man. Wait. He did. But it's crazy,
but
right?
you were divorced, and you
So was
said
he.
to me you would never do that again. You were like, girl, no, I'm not into marriage.
So listen,
you said this. I got this recorded.
Listen, and wrote it. So put it in a song. The title track is 2064, and the first line is, I said I'd never, ever go down this road again. Said I'd never do it again. And something happens when you meet that perfect person. The person that makes you better. And I don't think either of us realized it. We both, because we vowed to each other, and we'd meet people and say, "Ain't never get married again, ever. You don't do it. If you're married, get divorced."
Because both
it was
of you guys,
bad.
Dana was married
Dana
when I
was
first married.
married.
Dana was working with NDRE when I first met him.
That's right.
And he was married at the time as well.
Young. We married really young. And we bought into the, in order to be success is you go to HBCU.
Right.
Get your degree.
Right.
Meet a cute guy or girl. You marry them.
Right. Have some babies.
Wait before you that. They pledge.
Oh yeah, you gotta
You pledge. Do something like, you know what I mean?
Right,
then you have some babies.
Right.
You get 2.5. What did you have? 2.5 and a
Two
dog.
and a half
Something like
and a
that. You
dog,
get a dog.
And you gotta pick a fence. Too.
Pick a fence. You do all that. But nobody ever talks to you about what you want or what you need or what happiness is. And what's so interesting, we don't really ask. Right. And I've found myself in a place, I don't know, I'd be mad if ain't nobody told me but I never said, is this what is happiness? Or is this for me?
Is this for me?
For me.
Right.
And the moment we started asking those questions, everything, it's like it lined up, Jodine. It did. And it's easy. Our relationship is easy. We fuss, of course, but it's easy.
But you guys are business people too. You work together. And I know that could be challenging.
It's not as challenging as you think. Now, I will say this. He has had to check me. He said, look, I'm not your employee. You don't even talk to me like, look.
Right,
you better get the business, but now look, you ain't going to talk to me like, I don't be talking crazy to him. But, you're comfortable with it. I might tune up a little bit, but it's not as bad as we thought it might be. To have a relationship, a business relationship and a personal one, it's worked for us. It works for our children, for our families. It works.
I got to ask you a real personal question.
Yeah.
This is real personal. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
Did you see divorce as failure when you were going through it?
Nope.
No.
Not for me. No, absolutely not. Yeah. To me, it was it was definitely an expensive education.
Okay.
With the benefit of two amazing children.
Oh, nice. You got some rewards out of that.
I got some rewards. And so for me, absolutely not. If I had allowed the church to dictate that for me, then it would have been failure. Listen, please tell people. They say, you can't, once you married, you stay married and you do. It's like, no, but this ain't right. This doesn't feel right. It's not right.
Right.
I'm not being everything I was created to be. So this can't be right. And once I remember in my marriage, my first marriage, remember laying on the linoleum floor in the bathroom. My face. I remember how cool the linoleum felt on my face. And I said, God, you've got to help me figure this out.
Oof. Woo, I'm sorry, I just got goosebumps right there.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do. We got my daddy paid for this wedding on this boat and blah 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 blah, 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 blah in the church. You got to get me out of this. And I mean, like less than a year later, it was clear. We're not gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and go. And things started to change. That's the moment that I realized you've got to follow the path that nobody can tell you. We've got a song on our second record called "See You When I Get There," and the song, it just simply says, "You go your way, I'll go mine, and I'll see you when I get there." That there is your place of peace. Your there is your happiness. It might not be my there, or it could be.
Right.
We couldn't meet up.
But we force it to be sometimes.
We force it,
want it
and
to
we've been
be.
told that from the Barbies to the movies, everything. I had my Barbies were married. Oh, Mom, I have to have you got to buy Ken, and you got to find a little baby.
Right.
I need that pink cat, whatever that Corvette was.
Yes.
That's what family looked like. You got, and my parents were not divorced, so I was, I tried to make it work.
Right.
It's like, but it doesn't feel right. I'm not even creating music the way I'm supposed to.
Whoa. But you started creating with Dana.
We were best friends. Had no idea. You know how you meet people and you see him across the room and he is so fine.
Ooh, girl.
Never looked at him like that.
What?
We never know, because we weren't like that.
I wasn't ready for that answer.
It wasn't like that. We were like, oh, hey, good to see you. Never, ever, ever. I have to even tell you, I think the moment that I knew that he was beautiful, I knew he was beautiful inside from the moment I met him, but in a different kind of way. When I married him, I can't wait to show you the wedding photos. I saw him and I was more attracted to him than anyone ever.
Wow.
Ever. I was like, this is what nobody tells you.
This is what it looks like.
This is what it looks like. This stuff will hit you at a time where you minding your business. You ain't doing it. You're like,
wow.
Oh, wow. Kiss me. You just be. It is. That's the stuff nobody says. There's a time. There is no timeline. There is no book you can read. There is no. You have to the book that God has given you for your life. Follow that one. Yes. That's it.
So hard for us to get there, but I get it.
It is.
I get it.
It is.
So
2064, the new album, it is when Dana, because this is what he did. He called me. He says, this is January of 2016. We're going to get married this year. Y'all, listen. I saw unicorns and gummy bears, butterflies. See the butterfly bear? I saw butterflies and rainbows and I was like, what? Really? Right. I was, the bug had bit me at that point, and I prayed to God right after I got off the phone with him, and I said, God, if you would give me till 2064 with this amazing man. I don't know why 2064. Turns out I did the math, and I'd be 89 and he'd be 91.
Wow.
But if you would give me till 2064 with this amazing man, I'll do my prayers every night. I will do what you told me to do. I'm trying to tell you. Jodine, I'm telling you, if you would give me Jodine for real. Jodine, I'm telling my sister. Jodine is real.
You are not going to have me in tears over here.
That's the album.
2064.
2064.
You're not going to do it.
That's what it is. So at the end of the record, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
Oh, my gosh.
Dana he took an excerpt. Now, he's not the dude that's going to give me roses and stuff like that, but he's going to make sure he's got my back. That's the stuff that nobody tells you.
Right.
You think if he buys you stuff and he does it, that's love.
Right.
That stuff is cool.
Oh, that's cute.
But you don't realize it until he does something like this. He found an excerpt from our wedding. And he put it at the end of the song so you can actually hear some of our vows, and you hear our children. We did a sand ceremony in the wedding. And you can hear the children saying their words as they're pouring their sand. And you hear the family clap. And the song ends. Girl, I'm going to have to leave him now and go and celebrate our anniversary. In the room.
Oh,
anyway,
my gosh.
So I can't, this
beautiful.
album really means a lot to us.
When you were creating this album, was it from a space of, and I know we've got to wrap it up. I know,
I'm
but
sorry. You know how I do.
Because,
I'm sorry.
because I know, and I see the cues, and I know, but I've
sorry.
got to ask you this. So while you're creating this album, is this album created from this love exchange, or were you guys working on it prior to really realizing that this is going to be the exchange between you two? How did you guys give birth to 2064 and the songs?
Some of it was before the wedding. A couple of these songs were written a couple of years ago, and it just kind of worked out. Our thing has been to yield to God. God, whatever it is you want the people to hear, give us those songs, and it just worked out that they would line up with 2064. We've got a song that we wrote 4 years ago called "Used Car," and "Used Car" is all about being married, right? Ain't nothing wrong with a used car.
Ain't nothing wrong.
So you meet somebody who's dead. You see what I'm saying? You meet somebody.
Real used car, not a man. Sorry, I had to make that correction.
And there you go.
All right.
but it's the truth that we're told, there's some sort of stigma or something. There's nothing wrong with a used car.
Right.
Just because it's been around the block a time or two don't make it bad. My dad used to say, some folk don't want something that ain't nobody had.
Right.
So that's used car. So at any rate, that song was written years ago. We had no idea that it would line up with this. Nice.
I've got to ask you real quick before we wrap it up. Cuba.
Ma'am, again, another first, to be here and to be with the people, to feel the exchange, to eat the food, to see. So our first stop in Santiago de Cuba. There's a band playing. I don't know if you remember. There's a man in all white. He was very, very dark skinned. He had glasses on and a hat.
Oh, I remember this guy. Yeah.
I took a picture with him because he looks exactly like my Bahamian grandfather, my mother's father. So for me, Cuba has been seeing people that look like me.
Wow.
And appreciating the beauty and trying to absorb as much of the culture as I absolutely can.
Oh, wow.
I mean, so I have to show you. I'm a doppelganger, ma'am. You hear me? I said, Papa.
Right. You're like, is this not?
And I told the man, I said, Abuelo. He was a little bit put off, and he kept dancing. He's like,
this girl crazy.
Yeah, she crazy, but I'll go ahead and give it to her. I'm gonna give it to her. Yeah.
Wow. So Cuba's the first 1 year anniversary. Congratulations on that.
Thank
and then 2064 is coming out
April this year. And you're gonna know the exact date on Twitter and Facebook. I'm gonna post it.
How do we get in touch with you on Twitter and Facebook?
Avery Sunshine, Avery Sunshine. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. What's the other one?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. The children are trying to teach me how to do Snapchat.
I can't do Snapchat.
Are you scuffling with it too?
I'm not really good at it.
Well, and then Instagram got the thing where you could do it. Doesn't have the filters, but I'm working on it.
Instagram, right? All that. Avery Sunshine.
Working on it. And thanks, Capital Jazz, for having us again.
Absolutely.
This is awesome.
Absolutely. Wow, a first of many for Miss Avery
Sunshine. You're sunshiny today. I'm sorry. I see your sunshine.
Yeah,
Jodine Sunshine.
Right, little Jodine Sunshine here. But this is Avery Sunshine. I'm your host, Jodine Dorsey. You are tuned to Capital Jazz TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Soul Cruise.